Hello everybody. I need to open. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Okay. What's after happening there is we've like a 6-second loop, or not loop, delay. So I was just watching myself there. I will now turn on the chat window. Hello. And welcome to the Late Late Quiz Show. It's on at 9 o'clock. I might as well just start saying ish whenever I say any time. Of course. I feel now like a teacher waiting for everyone to get into the room. And hello to everyone on every platform. Hello, Twitch. That's interesting. Why is that not going up on Twitch now? Huh. Excuse me while we wait. I will investigate. Oh, bit of a rhyme there as well. Watch out. Trying to think of a famous rapper who's alive. Jay-Z. I'd say he's not worried. He's not worried one bit now about a fella from here threatening him. And I certainly I'm not calling him out on the internet or anything. Not one of those contretemps. It is funny. It says here that I have a view right now, for instance, on Twitch. But then it's somewhere else it's saying Twitch isn't there. But anyway, do you know whose problem that is? Not yours. It is physically my problem, but at the end of the day, on the scale of problems, it's a very low one. This is the 11th quiz I've done today. I started at 10 o'clock and a.m. and I'm finishing at 11 because I had to put an hour break in. In theory, I was going to do 12 quizzes in 12 hours. But then I realised I didn't have to. Nobody had set the challenge. It was me who came up with the challenge. So it doesn't really matter that I took an hour break. But look at me bringing it up anyway. I have been powered by these things and just caffeine in general. Once again, the job has been done. That's the main thing. Have I asked? Well, let me do. It's not that many, I suppose. I'm asking my 300th question. Yeah. My 300th question is now. Ooh, oh, it's not, is it? 301st. There we go. There goes the. Whatever you want to call it. Even though it isn't 301 what you need to get in darts. No, of course it's not. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's start. Will I even edit? Yeah, look, I'm going to edit. So I'll take my drink so I have my edit point. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Late Late Quiz Show. That's what's happening now. It's incredibly late if you have young children. And I don't have young I don't have a young child anymore, but it's that hangover of it being late earlier is still there. I'm going to write that down because that sounds like a blues lyric. This is just a quiz. No price, no prize. It's free to do and just have a bit of crack at home. All I'm going to ask is if you do enjoy it, please contemplate or humour the idea of donating some money to Fota Wildlife Park. The link is in the event bio. The link is in the text. And as I cunningly do this, it's about to go into the chat window as well. Once I remember where it is. Once again, this is not your problem. I use Google Chrome and it has many, many good qualities, but one of them is, there we go, it's very hard to tell which window is which. Here we go, where's the chat? I still haven't got like a definitive layout of my two screens. So I'm going to ask 30 questions. They are going to be new edit point. Hello, welcome to the Late Late Quiz Show, take 3. Nothing's actually gone wrong, technically. It's just I've kept introducing it and then talking, which of course is an introduction, but the introductions was taking too long. So in many ways I've delayed the quiz even more so, but the joy of live streaming is the people here. Haha, you're all having fun. But people watching it in the future, or playback, as people call it. Just want to say hello to the future from the past. I hope everything's been sorted. I'm going to be asking you 30 questions in 2 sets of 15 because I just play it by the rules sometimes. There's no prize, there's no price. It's free to take part, just a bit of crack. But I would suggest that if you have the inclination or the interest to donate some money to Fota Wildlife Park, that's what I've been doing this fundraiser for today. I'm doing 12 quizzes in 12 hours. Well, 14 hours, but 12 just sounds better. The donation link is in the chat window, the what you call it? What's going wrong here now? Everything's missing. Facebook and Twitch aren't getting the messages. There we go, we're fine. Sorry. Write your answers with a paper and pen. You can shout them at the screen or just say them to yourself, whichever you want. It's just a good old-fashioned quiz show. No smartphones, no nothing. I'm not trying to stop you cheating because really, what's the point of cheating? And put your answers in the comments. No, sorry, don't put your answers in the comments, but put your feedback in the comments. Too easy, too fast. They're really they're the two main ways you can kind of give feedback, I suppose. And if you are giving feedback, look, obviously my ego wants just good stuff. But look, you know, I'm open to everything, but like, you know, let's be nice about it. In golf, what do you call 3 under par? I'll be putting the questions in the comments as we go as well. So if you need to go over something, you'll be able to read it back, or if you're hard of hearing or in a loud place, you can hear it back too. In golf, what do you call 3 under par? Question 2. What is the French word for Sunday? What is the French word for Sunday? Excuse me, sheets. Question 3. In The Simpsons, what does C in the C in C Montgomery Burns stand for? I'm not trying to rush ahead or anything, but as I said, this is the 11th quiz of 12. I've been doing them for all ages. Obviously started with the youngest at the start. Once again, what a groundbreaker. But the quiz of 10. Have I got booze for you? I'll be having drinks, maybe as much as 2. So maybe you want to stay for that. Question 4. Who headlined Slane Castle in 2019? They announced yesterday they have plans to do 2 concerts next summer. But who headlined Slane in 2019? Question 5. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Question 6. Is the Tropic of Capricorn north or south of the equator? Is the Tropic of Capricorn north or south of the equator? I'm a 3-man operation, so I'm replying to PR stuff at the same time. Question 7. Are there more camels or koalas in Australia? Are there more camels or koalas in Australia? Are there more camels or koalas in Australia? I know I've just repeated the same sentence, I think 4 times there. Do I have that music going on in the background? I do. Maybe there's some what's it called? IDM, isn't it? Intelligent dance music. That's called folk. Question 8. What is the capital of County Offaly? What is the capital town of County Offaly? Question 9. From what song, first released in 1991, are these lyrics from? Walking round the room, singing Stormy Weather, at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Now it's the same room, but everything's different. You can fight the sleep, but not the dream. Walking around the room, singing Stormy Weather, at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Now it's the same room, but everything's different. You can fight the sleep, but not the dream. So looking for the title of the song there, not the band. You can show off and show us the band as well if you want, but really. Question 10. What is the type What is the name of the type of poem that only has 17 syllables? What is the name of the type of poem that only has 17 syllables? Excuse me. Epilation. Epilation. It's a clue maybe that I struggle with the word. Is the removal of what? Epilation is the removal of what? Question 12. Which state in the USA touches the most water on its border? Which state in the USA touches the most stout I am so not distracted, but Freudian, except it's not Freud, it's Freud? I don't know. Freudian. I'm writing that down. Which state in the USA touches the most water on its border? Question 13. Who is the current First Minister of Scotland? Question 14. Name Joey from Friends' favourite food. Joey from Friends' favourite food. And question 15, what does the H in the H-bomb stand for? What did the H in the H-bomb stand for? So the quiz questions are in the comments if you want to read over them or anything. I'll take this time to do an ad break for myself. Look, like and subscribe. I've been off the radar for a while doing other things. I don't have to explain myself to you. Sorry, I'm being a little bit flippant, even though everything I said is true. So I'm start going to do quizzes. I think I'm going to do 3 on Monday nights. Because I have the time. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, depending on your generation. And also, if you are enjoying this, please feel free to donate to Fota Wildlife Park. The link is in the top. If you're on Facebook, it's there. If you're on Twitch, it's there. If you're on YouTube, it's there. And it's in the comments as well. So now, to give you the answer. In golf, what do you call 3 under par? It's an albatross. Oh, the quizness, Ashley. The quizness. Now, obviously, me being on Twitch, they probably think I'm an undercover guard. What's a 41-year-old man doing on Twitch? And I'm not even playing a computer game. Now, I am starting a different Twitch channel where I'm playing Sensible Soccer on an Amiga. That's hopefully starting by May. And I'm convincing myself it's work. Question 2. What is the French word for Sunday? Dimanche. Dimanche. I can't speak French. Dimance. Question 3. In The Simpsons, what does the C in Montgomery Burns stand for? It is Charles. Who headlined Slain in 2019, which feels like 20 years ago? It's Metallica. Question 5. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? It's Nasher. Question 6. Is the Tropic of Capricorn north or south of the equator? It's south. Il est sud. Maybe I do speak French. Question 7. Are there more camels or koalas in Australia? There are roughly 10 times more camels than koalas. So camels is the correct answer. What is the capital town of County Offaly? Tullamore. I nearly said Tuffalo. For some reason, I've created Gruffalo meets Tullamore. From what song first released in 1991 are these lyrics? Walking round the room singing stormy weather at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. It's Weather With You by Crowded House. Question 10. What is the name of a type of poem that only has 17 syllables? It's a haiku. Epilation is the removal of hair, and maybe I could do it. I'm happy. This is I think how I look. There might be less of this sometimes, but it's always going to be there. What state in the US touches the most water on its borders? It's Hawaii. 100% of Hawaii's coastline, obviously, because it's an island, touches water, but it's also stretches out in terms of perimeter, isn't it? Yeah. If it isn't written down in front of me at this stage, my mind could come up with anything. I don't remember. What was there used to be a website that you'd recommend it if it was a website you liked, and then your friends would randomly get on it. I have to remember that website's name. The current First Minister of Scotland is Nicola Sturgeon. Joey from Friends' favourite food is sandwiches. And the H in H-bomb stands for hydrogen. Woo! You know, when you can taste something not being brilliant. I don't feel I'm getting A, B, C, D, and E out of this. It feels a bit watered down. He said after pouring it into or chucking them into water. Baraka, you know you're getting it with Baraka. Anyway, let's get back to the quiz because I have meandered for a change. Question 16. In what year was the GAA founded? In what year was the GAA founded? Question 17. The acronym IED stands for what in relation to terrorism? If something's an IED, what does it stand for in the world of terrorism, in crime fighting and stuff? Question 18. Which player starts in chess? Question 18. In a game of chess, what player goes first? I.e., what colour goes first? Question 19. What is the square of 11? Question 20 and question 21 are somewhat connected. Question 20. On which continent are the Kilimanjaro Mountains? On which continent are the Kilimanjaro Mountains? And question 21. In which country are the Kilimanjaro Mountains? Question 22. If cats are feline, what are sheep? If cats are feline, what are sheep? And dogs are canine, and wolves are lupine, but what are sheep? Question 23. Who was Karol Wojtyła better known as? Who was Karol Wojtyła better known as? Or best known as? I suppose he didn't have several. I suppose he actually did, when I come to think of it. Over his life, he would have had several names. Look at me making fun of myself. Question 24. In which city was the 20... Once again, this feels like it was so long ago. In which city was the 2020 Super Bowl held? In which city was the 2020 Super Bowl held? That was over in America, so we'll go with an Irish question now, a little closer to home. How many of the 10 TDs who got the most first preference votes in the 2020 election were running for Sinn Féin? So of the 10 TDs who got the most first preference votes in their constituencies, how many of those 10 were running for Sinn Féin? What is the center of a hurricane called? Oh, I've skipped a question there, but you know what it is. Okay. Oh no, sorry, I never put in the comments the TD's question. So question 25 was the TD's question. Question 26 is, what is the center of a hurricane called? Question 27. In 2008, unmarried mothers were allowed In 2008, unmarried mothers were allowed to enter which competition for the first time? It's competition in Ireland. Question 28. In what show was Brian Krakow the next door neighbour of Angela? In what TV show was Brian Krakow the next door neighbour of Angela? Because I've done 11 quizzes today with one more to go, sometimes I don't know if I said something 2 minutes ago or 2 hours ago. And question 29, in which classic film released in 1968? Did I just stop talking in the middle of me? Yeah, if you'd like to like and subscribe, that'd be great. And also if you'd like to support Fota. I know some of you doing the quizzes earlier. I don't mean for you to donate every time, but I can't speak on behalf of all the hungry, lonely animals. But we do appreciate your help, of course. Question 99. In which 1968 film did Charlton Heston play a stranded astronaut? And question 30. What is the name of Spider-Man's real-life character? So I'm not looking for the actor who plays him in the movies, but in the Spider-Man universe, what is Spider-Man's real name? Okay, once again, the questions are in the comments if you want to go over any of them, and I shall give you the answers in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, which was never actually clearly decided about what that amount of time was. Okay, here we go. And let me know in the comments if you find the questions too hard or too easy or too fast, maybe. Would that be a thing people could complain of? See, I've obviously ramped up the caffeine and the adrenaline of just doing this is kicking in, so I really enjoyed doing this. Question 16. In what year was the GAA founded? 1884. The acronym IED stands for what in relation to terrorism? Improvised explosive device. Which player starts first in chess? It's the player who's white. Sorry, the player who's got the white pieces. What is the square of 11? 121. On what continent are the Kilimanjaro Mountains? Africa. In which country are the Kilimanjaro Mountains? Tanzania. If cats are feline, what are sheep? They're ovine. Who is Karol Wojtyła better known as? Pope John Paul II. And he was, of course, Karol. He was just called Karol Wojtyła, was he? Anyway, it's too late now. It's not too late. It's just done. Question 24. In what city was the 2020 Super Bowl held? It was held in Florida. How many of the 10 TDs who got the most first preference votes in the 2020 general election were in Sinn Féin? 9 of them were. Danny Healy-Rae was the only non-Sinn Féin member in that top 10 list. What is the eye of a hurricane called? It is called... What is the centre of a hurricane called? It is called the eye. Did I say that when I was asking the questions as well? One of my signature moves is rephrasing the question to make it easier and giving the answers. So I actually haven't done that much today. In 2008, unmarried mothers were allowed to enter the Rosa Tralee for the first time. In what show did Brian Krakow live next door to Angela? It was My So-Called Life. In which 1968 film did Charlton Heston play a stranded astronaut? Planet of the Apes. And question 30. What is the name of Spider-Man's real-life character? Peter Parker. So there we go, out of 30. Be good to know in the comments just how you got on. Don't worry. You can also lie if you just want to make yourself feel better. It's great being here. This was the final furlong. The last... It wasn't to mix... It was the second last furlong. The final furlong is next, obviously. And it's going to be an all booze-based quiz. And it's going to be fun. And my throat will be a lot less dry, if you know what I mean. And we will talk soon, I suppose.